Just one question in regards to what you mentioned, the weekly show. Does it matter then if that's a live show or if that's a recorded show that you schedule and then post later?
I don't think it matters at all. I think a live show would be fine as well. You could go live for a long time. You know, we're hanging out for an hour right now, or you could also go live for just 5 minutes and maybe just talking head, answer some questions. You know, you could go live and walk through your local pet shop, your local coffee store and say, hey, we're right here based right in the middle of Lake Union, right across from the lake. Check this out. If we come inside, we just installed some new decorations and we just added 5 new menu items. You know what I mean? Like, you're just pumping out content. And so, yeah, I think going live, you could go live from your phone. It could be more produced. I think that there's a lot of flexibility on what kind of content you produce. But I do think consistency is a big deal. Here's one of the big mistakes that people make. And I understand, I'm empathetic. You've got, you know, books to balance and staff to deal with and a lot of other things that could be happening. But, you know, consistency builds trust. You know, I mean, I've been married now to my wife since 2005. We're coming up on our 13th year anniversary. And she, you know, but how do you think it would have went if I scheduled a date with her? We went on one date. It went amazing. She thought we were great. You know, things are great. So then I said, for a week later, Saturday, I'm going to meet you at the restaurant. I'll be there. So she goes, she sits down, 30 minutes go by, 60 minutes go by. She's texting me. I'm not responding. You know, and now it's an hour. She's not happy. You know what I mean? Like, if I'm not showing up to that second date, I just ghost her. I don't reply. Maybe if I'm lucky, I get grace. I'm like, you know what happened? My phone was stolen. I got a flat tire. You know, maybe something's okay. That makes sense. But let me tell you this. Now, a week later, I schedule another date with her. And I'm like, I'm going to be there. It's going to be amazing. And it happens again. 30 minutes, 6. She's like, where is he at? I'm telling you, we're probably not married today if that's what I'm doing, right? But yet, so many people do that with their content and with their promises. They're like, I'm starting a YouTube channel, or I'm going to start adding value, or I'm going to start showing up for you. The reality is, if you're going to build trust with your audience, you have to show up consistently. And sometimes, too, people get discouraged. Like, they think, well, I've been doing this for 4 weeks and it's not working yet. Like, what are you talking about? You know, I'll tell you this. If you invest in your marriage relationship for just 4 weeks and you expect it to just work, that's not going to work either, man. Great things take time, patience, investment, and hard work. And so as a business owner, entrepreneur too, that weekly show is something, if you just commit to it, you might spend, I'd even say this, you might spend a year. It's way less about the results and it's more about the practice. It's more about learning the platforms, figuring out your voice. You can have a lot of wins. You could get new customers and new sales in that process, but you just need to do this stuff anyways to learn, to wrap your head around it, to figure it out. And then over time, you could get better and refine your process, but you got to stay consistent. Consistency builds trust. And there's so many abandoned channels because, again, I think we get impatient as entrepreneurs and we do like 2 weeks of it and then we just get distracted. We never do it again. And then we're like, that didn't work. No, it's not that it didn't work. It's that you didn't work it long enough to figure it out and actually get the results.
Absolutely. Yeah, consistency is one of the things that you mentioned. I watched the video. I think that's one of the biggest things that you come up with every time it comes over in your book as well.
Are you still meeting up with your friends now that you're a father? Kids making you stress out. You got no time for yourself to work out, read, or relax. Can you still remember the time you were hanging out with your friends, feeling energetic, happy, and confident? Spending time together and talking about your life and your crazy dreams. You're feeling alone now, don't you? No one to share your challenges with, and you're just running around from one storm into the next. Well, it's time to change this now. Join me and the Brotherhood of Fearless Fathers to speak on a weekly basis with like-minded dads to crush your challenges, face your fears with determination, be held accountable, and regain control of your life. If you want to become the hero your family needs you to be, then go to becomeafearlessfather.com/brotherhood. I'm looking forward to seeing you on one of our next calls.